Difficult part probably is keeping morale up for the team when they're staying up until 2 or 4 a.m., constant working all of these shifts. But I think, everyone's feeling pretty confident about it, feeling pretty good. And I think more or less the last few days we've been getting plenty of sleep. So. Yeah, well, back when we were in Cincinnati, there was probably a lot more stress because we had this strict deadline of getting the house packed up and ready to come here. But I think now that we're back to having the house together here on the National Mall, we're in much higher spirits because we can see that finish point, that point when the house is going to be open and there are going to be thousands of people coming through the house every day. I think there's a certain level of excitement of seeing that on the horizon, of knowing that we're making good progress, the house is progressing well, the details are being worked out, and in a few days' time, the national stage is going to be coming through our house. Well, I think that the rain screen that we have has been, looked at very favorably because most of the houses are fairly monotone, have a sort of blank, not so much a blank palette, but sort of a very monotone palette, very subdued, sort of traditional house materials, browns and some whites and grays, but our house stands out really well because of all that mosaic of color. It's really shocking to people, and I think a lot of people really enjoy it. Having that huge array of evacuated tubes that no one's really ever seen on a building of this size or really in any application like that before, they think, well, what is that? That, it's visually stunning, first of all, but then they come up and see what it is, that there's that fin in there that's heating water from the sun. They're incredibly impressed by it. So, and all the other teams are going up to it and saying, "Wow, you're heating and cooling the house with that hot water from those tubes." So, I think more than anything else, those evacuated tubes are our biggest trump card from both a design and an engineering standpoint.
And the other thing is the way our solar panels fit onto our house. I think if you look around, you'll see that most of these solar panels, or the PV panels, are extensions or appendages to the house. Like they look, they're totally divorced from the structure of the house. Ours is married to the structure of the house because what we've done is we've created this rain screen that wraps around it. So, in fact, you don't even notice our PV panels. Like if you look up and down this whole row of 20 houses, you'll see these huge things popping up on most other houses. But on ours, you can't even see them because they're just a few inches from our roof line. So they're engaged with the structure and the design of the house in a way that some of the others are not. So that's pretty cool. I'm working with a small team finishing up the rain screen, which is the recycled metal panels. We've got one last bay to do, and we're finished. And then we're going to start working on the fascia, which is the aluminum that surrounds all the roof pieces. So that'll probably be our task today. And tomorrow we're going to hit the west bedroom wall, the outside wall, the polycarbonate wall and the door, kind of finalize the details on that. So the only thing is that I wish we'd have started construction earlier. But this is a problem for all architects, is that we wait till the last minute, we're thinking. The engineers kept trying to push us along, and I think we did pretty well given the time that we started the actual construction. But next time we do it, if we do it, we'll definitely start building a lot earlier, start making some really fundamental decisions a little bit earlier. Because we really didn't start the meat of the construction until end of spring quarter, start of summer quarter. We should have started at the beginning of summer or spring quarter with full out construction. That would have been, we'd be in a little bit better shape. But we're not in bad shape, don't get me wrong. It's just that I think it would have been a little more comfortable toward the end, and perhaps some detailing issues would have been done a little bit differently.
Right. But it's not going to be a problem?
No, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I really don't. I feel very comfortable about where we are now, so especially for the first time. I think I'm really proud of everybody.